Insulation. So this is the insulation that I'm using. Love the sound of silence. Fletcher insulation, pink, sound break, acoustic insulation. Yeah, this stuff's rated at 2.5, R2.5. I thought I had ordered R2s, and the problem that I have had with these 2.5s is I had to peel just a slither off the overall thickness of the insulation, because 2.5 is just a little bit too proud, which would bulge the sheet out too much, and it'll bulge the sheet out, pushing the inside face of the cladding away from the studs and not allowing the glue to grab and take effect. So in hindsight, if I have to order any more, I'd get R2s for sure instead of R2.5s. But just work with what I've got. Where the frig is my Stanley knife? Oh. Ah, there it is. So, insulation's in the wall now. I'll go back a step and put the cladding on. Now I'll go through and I'll take out the rest of the screws and finish off the pop rivets. Okay, and that's one piece of cladding put on. Keep in mind I think I've done too good a job with the insulation in this place because I'm sweating pretty bad. Keep in mind, with all this cladding, once you get like wherever you get your flat Colorbond sheeting from, it should have a clear plastic film over the face of it. So don't worry too much about pencil marks or any type of glue or adhesive or any dirt or grime, because at the end of the day, once you're finished, go through, peel the plastic film off the face of it, and voila, you got a nice, perfect, smooth, painted, pristine surface. Yeah, and also I guess I might mention, when cutting Colorbond, there's these little nibbler adapters you can get for your drills and all sorts. They're quite expensive, like $100 plus for just a little extension part. Might look at getting one later on down the track, depends on how I go, but general rule of thumb when you're cutting metal and whatever, there's always that concern that the sparks from the grinder might pit the face of your Colorbond and cause it to rust out later on, so you get all these little pitted rust holes. Yeah, that's a concern, but in this case I'm not too concerned because it's got that plastic film on it, and the way I've been cutting the sheet, I try and aim the sparks to the back face of the sheet, or away from the face of the sheet. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it would be a big problem at all. Alright, keep moving on with it. Okay, so now I'm pretty happy with as far as the cladding. I can start concentrating on putting the timber frame in for the base of the bed. This whole area in here, the whole lot, I want as a bed, just like a huge big day bed. Quite often the kids crawl into bed with us of a night, and I'm always fighting for space. We've got a queen size bed in the house, and I'm always sleeping on the edge of the bed. And I'm sick of it. Been doing it for 7 years, so with this bus I'm going to put like a super king size Alaskan oversized, so that way there's plenty of room for all the family. If they don't want to sleep in their bunks one night, there's plenty of room there, and then we can just use it as like a day lounge bed. So I'm going to decided I'm going to take this access hatch out. I'm going to put like a clear sunroof in there, so that way we can lay down in the bed, look out at the stars of a night time. That should be sweet. Yeah, so it's a big bed. It's bigger than a king size. The dimensions, I gave Foam World a call, and they have to like use a king size. I want to just get like a memory foam mattress, or a mattress about a foam mattress about 150 mil thick with a 50 mil memory foam topper glued on top of that. So it's bigger than a king size, so I'll have to cut it out to a king size, and then they have to cut an extra piece and stitch it and glue it together just to fill this whole space. I feel that would be a good idea. What a lot of people do is they'll have like a little walkway in and down to the side of the bed so they can hop into the bed. Yeah, that's convenient to get in and out of your bed. If you've got bad knees or whatever, you might need to do something like that. But I figure it's a waste of space, and personally I would prefer the lounging area, just to lay about in a nice big soft bed and do whatever we want to do. And then to get in, just going to put a couple of little steps here and here, sort of stepping up into the bed, so you can step up into it with 2 or 3 stairs. That should make access a bit easier as well. Yeah, so with the frame of the bed, it's always a good idea, I think, to get your measurements, frame the bed up outside somewhere, make the framing, and then bring it in here in pieces and nail it together that way. So that's what I'm going to do with the frame of this bed. I want to keep the heater in, so I want to incorporate the these heaters. There's 3 of them in the bus, and they're plumbed in with it from the radiator. So the temperature, the hot water from the radiator filters through here, and it's a bit of ambient heat for the room. So I want to incorporate one of them into the bedroom. There's one lined up down there that will fit perfectly in the lounge, and another one in the kitchen area. So I'm going to use that feature as heating. I'll probably bang a hole here in the floor at some stage, like a drain hole, so if these hoses or connections ever do fail, the water will drain out and not flood the bus out. And I hope they don't fail, because looking at that, it's going to be an extreme pain in the arse to refit those hoses again. That wouldn't be very pleasant at all. Anyway, probably put a rod in my back there, but we'll tackle that when we come to it. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I was going to say, so to finish off, you know, don't worry about your gaps in your joins. You'll get your 50 by 50 flashing. I'm going to use 50 by 50 because I want one size for the whole area, and some gaps are bigger than others, and if I get a 50 by 50 angle, it's going to cover everything. And so I'm going to get capping made up, and it's going to slide straight over the face of that. I'll have a 50mm return, so I'll cover up all these, and then 50mm angle in on the internals of the walls, and then I'll get like a 50mm return here with a right angle that butts hard into the window frame. But I'll sort out all them flashings and angles last, I think. I'll focus on this bed.